What's going on, everyone? This is Bars, and welcome back to another NFL preview. It is currently about 2, I don't even know why I looked at the camera there. Time's right on top of the computer. It is currently 2:16 a.m. and I'm getting this done before the NFL games kick off, so we're going to get stuck in. So, obviously we had the game already. Eagles versus the Giants in New York, and I obviously got that one correct. I thought Eagles were going to win. I just thought they had the stronger lineup offensively and defensively. So I just thought they had an all-round better team and ended up getting that one right. So we got off to a good start. What's that doing there? Forgot to get rid of that. Sorry about that one. First game in the games will kick off in just over an hour. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. I've gone for the Falcons. I just think that they have a just trying to think of the word. I just think they've got a better all-round system going on. I think they've got a better offense. I think they've got a better defense. That doesn't show. They've only got one win out of their first 5 games, which is probably not really a true reflection of how they've played because they've got one of the best offenses in the competition in terms of how they've been playing. It's just unfortunately their defense is just pretty battered up at the moment. They've got a few outs. They've got people like Keanu Neal, Dion Jones, Allen as well is another one. They're all out. A few of them for the season, so they're struggling defensively. But Tampa Bay haven't really been much chop. Their defense has been very leaky to other offenses. They've allowed a lot of points to be scored, but they have got Winston back under center. So is that going to kickstart them into gear again? They haven't been bad, but they just haven't been as good. But I've gone the Falcons, and 72% of people have agreed with me. So, we move on to the next one. Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. I've gone for Pittsburgh Steelers. Bit of a contentious one because a lot of people have gone for Bengals. I just think the Steelers have just got a better offense. I think that Andy Dalton is up and down. I know it is a Bengals home game, and this could quite easily come out to burn me. This is a game I quite easily see going Cincinnati's way, but I'm just going for something different. I just think AB and Big Ben and that are just and James Conner are just going to be able to get enough done for Pittsburgh to get the job done over the Bengals. So, as I said, Andy Dalton can be up and down. AJ Green depends on if Andy Dalton is having a good week or not. So, yeah, I think that Pittsburgh will get the job done, but that's just a personal opinion from mine. So, yes. Next game, LA Chargers are playing the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. I think the Chargers will win, and this is purely just because I think that their offense is stronger. Browns have got a good defense, so I can quite easily see the Browns keeping the Chargers quiet. I think this will be a bit of a lower scoring game. I think that only the one team may score over 20 points, possibly. And I think it might just be over 20, so I don't think it'll be hugely over 20. But we'll see what happens with that one. But I think it'll be a good game, but I think that the Chargers will get the job done in that game. Buffalo Bills playing the Houston Texans in Houston. I think Houston will get the job done. I think they've got a better team overall. I don't think Bills don't have a lot of offensive weapons. If teams can, and generally they can, shut down Shady McCoy, then Buffalo Bills don't really have too much. Like Kelvin Benjamin's the number one wide receiver, not really much chop. Chris Ivory back up for Sean McCoy, not much chop as well. Josh Allen's looked good, but again, he's a first-year quarterback. He's not going to be setting the world alight straight away, and he's done well, but he's not going to be Tom Brady like. He's not going to be doing what Patrick Mahomes is doing as well. So, yeah, I just think the Houston Texans are doing well. I think Watson has been doing well since week 1. I think that Nuke Hopkins is doing really well. Will Fuller, Kuti since he's come in has been quite good. So they've just got a better offense, and their defense is doing all right as well. They've been a bit leaky, but I still think that they get the job done, especially with JJ Watt as their main guy there. So next game, Chicago Bears, Miami Dolphins. Well, especially considering that about 10 minutes ago I found out that Ryan Tannehill's not playing, so that even leads me more in favour of Chicago. but I was going to be going Chicago anyway, even though it is away, because their defense is one of the best in the league this season, especially with the signing of Khalil Mack, and he's looked fantastic. I'm still annoyed that he's a linebacker in fantasy and not defensive lineman like he was last season, but anyway, that's another story. Chicago have been one of probably the surprise packets of the season. Obviously, with Khalil Mack helping, that's obviously helped them, but they look like they are genuinely a team that could make the playoffs this season. And Mitchell Trubisky's been up and down, but I think he's getting better. He threw for 6 touchdowns his last game. He'll probably throw for another cup win this game as well. And he's looked good. So I think Chicago are on the rise, and I think that they will get the job done in this game. Next game, Arizona Cardinals playing the Minnesota Vikings. Short and sharp with this one. Minnesota Vikings, they've been disappointing, but I think they'll get the job done quite convincingly here at home. The defense, I think, will live up to what they should have been doing so far this season, and they'll get the job done against an Arizona Cardinals side who are pretty much relying a little bit too much on David Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald, I think. So I think Minnesota will get the job done in that one. Indianapolis Colts are playing against the New York Jets in New York. I think that the Jets will get the job done. This one, in which I think will be a pretty close game. I think the Colts have looked good. I think the reason that sways me more the Jets is two reasons. One being at home, and two, the fact that T.Y. Hilton and someone else is out. Jack Doyle, that's right, Jack Doyle's out. So that's the other reason that I'm more in favour of the Jets getting the job done. And Isaiah Crowell obviously doing what he did last game, bursting out for over 200 yards, rushing. And Bill Arpo getting 99 rushing yards. So their running game's been quite good. So I think they will get the job done, and I think their passing game will probably click a little bit into gear as well this week. So I think the Jets in that one. Seattle Seahawks playing the Oakland Raiders. I think the Seahawks will get the job done in that one because Oakland Raiders, you don't know what you're going to get. Some weeks they're up, some weeks they're down, so you just don't know what you're going to get. And Seahawks have looked good. Chris Carson and Mike Davis have looked good last couple of weeks with their running game. And they'll start to slowly get, obviously, Doug Baldwin back to full health. He'll get that continuity back and he'll be able to hopefully start putting in performances like we know that he can. And I think that this is slowly starting to improve. So I think the Seahawks will get the job done in that one. As I said, the Oakland Raiders are just too many question marks over them. Carolina Panthers playing in Washington against the Redskins. I think that the Panthers will get the job done in that one. I think Chris Thompson's another one that's rumoured to not be playing in this game. He isn't expected to play, but he still could play. But I just think the Panthers anyway will win. Their defense has been quite good this season. Their attack's been quite good, even though they are relying heavily on Cam and McCaffrey. So if one of them were to go down, hopefully they don't, but if one of them were to go down, that could certainly change a lot of things. So they're relying, I think, a little bit too heavily. But Greg Olsen comes back this week, so that'll be interesting to see how he comes back into that offense and gels in with them again. And I think they'll be strong in the long run for it anyway. Next game, nearly at the end of the Sunday game. Sorry, LA Rams playing the Broncos in Denver. I think that the Rams get the job done. I can't really see how you can go past the Rams, to be honest. Haven't lost the game yet. Excuse me, too many yawns. Even though that probably didn't look like a yawn. Rams just looked unstoppable. Todd Gurley's looking like the best player in the league at the moment. Their defense is holding up quite strongly. Their offense is clicking nicely. Goff is clicking really nicely with Gurley, Cup, Cooks, Woods. All those guys are all getting involved. So I can't really see anything else other than the Rams win, to be honest. Broncos might be able to keep them a little bit quieter than usual, but I don't really see anything other than the Rams winning that one. Jacksonville. Jaguars playing the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Again, similar to the last one, I can't see anything other than a Jacksonville win. Jacksonville one of the strongest defenses in the league, and Dallas have got, besides Zeke, their team has probably got a little bit left to be desired, to be honest. So yeah, I don't really see anything other than a Jacksonville win. Baltimore Ravens playing the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. Baltimore for me, their Tennessee Titans offense is just really, again, it's a bit like Oakland's offense. It's way too up and down. 1 week Mariota will throw for 300 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Next week he'll throw for less than 100 yards and nothing else will happen. So their defense has been good, one of the best in the league so far this season, but I think the Baltimore Ravens will get the job done. Their defense is going on quite nicely. Their offense is clicking as well, so I don't really, again, similar to the last few games, I don't really see anything other than the Baltimore Ravens win. And Sunday Night Football, probably one of the games, probably the game of the round. Kansas City Chiefs are playing the New England Patriots in New England. I've gone Patriots in this one. And that's purely because it's the Patriots at home, really, I think. I think as a Chiefs home game, I'll probably be going for the Chiefs, just because Chiefs look really, really good offensively. And obviously they're 5-0. So, but I think Patriots will hand the Chiefs their first loss of the season. Um, I just think, yeah, Patriots are clicking into gear quite nicely. Since Julian Edelman has been back, which has only been the one game, they looked really good last week. But I think that they'll continue to build from last week's performance, and they'll be able to get all their players involved and in form and ready to kick off a big second half of the year for them. But another game, I could quite easily see Kansas City winning, and a lot of people have gone for Kansas City actually. 54%. I don't get how that adds up. 54% and 47% is actually 101%. So I don't know. Anyway, but I think New England will get the job done. Final game for Monday Night Football. San Francisco 49ers are playing in Green Bay against the Packers, and I see Green Bay winning this game, and I think that they'll win it by a fair margin as well. I think that their defense has been quite strong. It was always their weakness last few seasons, but it's been a good strength of theirs this season. They've been able to keep a lot of teams to lower scores. Um, and Aaron Rodgers has looked like he's getting better every week. I know he had a bit of a setback last week with a few sort of little mini scares with his knee, but I think that that knee's starting to come good, and I think that it'll come good next few weeks, hopefully for him and the Packers, and they'll be able to fly and kickstart their second half of the season, a bit like New England, and um, get into a real good position before the playoffs. And obviously San Francisco, there would have been a good shout against the Packers a few weeks ago before obviously before Jimmy Garoppolo went down. Matt Breeder's not expected to play, but he's still sort of in contention to play, so you never know. But Packers for me in this one. And that's all there is to it for this week. It's probably a bit of a lower key one again for the NFL preview, but it's a bit late in the morning. And yeah, that's probably the only excuse I've got. So it's getting a bit tired, and it's getting towards the end of the day. So what is the end of the day? It's getting towards my sleep time, which will become after the NFL games. So again, thank you for watching this video. If you have, give a thumbs up if you watched it. Subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new to the channel. Turn notifications so you don't miss anything. So when I put up a video or anything like that, leave any comments in the comment section down below. And also, if you haven't, go follow my Facebook page. I think it's under Bailey Gang. But if you type in Trudy Buzz HD, it may also come up. But yeah, go give a like on that video. I post whenever I upload videos on there. Follow me on Instagram at Bailey Ergang. And that is all there is to that. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video. I'm out. Cheers.